Everyone. In today's video, we are going to see an effect of disabling and deleting a KMS encryption key. As we know, AWS Key Management Service or KMS provides us AWS managed and customer managed symmetric and asymmetric keys for encrypting and decrypting our data. Deleting these keys will be a dangerous step as AWS deletes the metadata associated with these keys. After deleting the keys, we won't be able to encrypt or decrypt any data associated with the deleted key. So let's start this today's video and see how we can create the key and then what effect it has when we delete the key. So I'm at the home page of the key management console and I'm in the Mumbai region. We have three options here: AWS managed keys, customer managed key, and custom key stores. So let's go to the customer managed key. Currently, I don't have any key created, so it is empty. So let's start with the key creation. For this exercise, we'll be creating a symmetric key. We'll give some name to it. Description will leave empty, will not add any tag. Now here we have to define the administrative permissions to particular users or roles. So let's provide an administrative permission. Click next. Here we have to provide the users who will be who will be able to use these keys. So let's select a user and proceed next. Now we have to review the things and we have to click finish. So as you can see, my key has been created. It is a symmetric key and the status is enabled. So the key is available for us to use. So let's start using this key and go to S3 bucket, go to the S3 service and create one bucket. Let's create it in the Mumbai region. And while creating the bucket, we have an option to use the default encryption. So if I click enable, we have two options, SSE S3 and SSE KMS. If we choose SSE KMS, we further have more options. We can either use the AWS managed key or we can choose from the key we have created, the KMS customer managed keys. If we come here, we can see the key we just created. So let's select this key and then create the bucket. So when we are selecting the when we are selecting the encryption for the bucket, it kind of encrypts the object when we are uploading it. So we don't have to specifically encrypt the object when we are uploading it every time. It is by default encrypted while uploading to the bucket. So the bucket has been created. Let's start uploading some objects. So I have selected one file. Let's go to the properties. I'll choose one zone IA. Let's say if our bucket is not encrypted and we have to encrypt the object based on what we are uploading. So we can come to this section. We can click on the specify encryption key. It provides us two options, default encryption and override encryption. So if we choose override encryption, we again have the option of using AWS S3, SSE S3 or SSE KMS, and in SSE and in KMS we can choose a key from our choosing. So for now we'll just ignore it and we'll choose the default encryption and we'll upload the object. So the object has been uploaded. If we go to the object and see the encryption properties, we can see that it is encrypted with the key we created. Okay, so now we are able to upload the object using the key we created. So let's go back to the key and try to change the status. So if I choose to disable the key, it will ask me it will just ask me the confirmation message, like it will ask me again if I want to disable it. So let's disable the key, and now the key has been disabled. uh, as key is disabled, let's try downloading the object we created. So this is the object I created, object we uploaded previously with the key. So let's try downloading it. And it provides the error. It says that the key has been disabled. So we are not able to download the object as the key which was used to encrypt the object has been disabled, and it is not enabled to decrypt the data. So I'm not able to access it. Let's try uploading an object with the key, with the disabled key. And we'll upload this PDF. In the properties, we'll say one zone IA, and here we'll just specify the encryption key. We'll use the default encryption of setting of the bucket. So let's upload it. As we can see, we have an error while uploading the file with the encryption key, the default encryption key. So let's go back to the KM. So that means we are not able to upload a key with the we're not able to upload the file with the disabled key, and we are not able to download a file which was encrypted with the key which is now disabled. So let's go to the key and enable it back. So the key has been enabled. Now let's try uploading the same object with this enabled key. So click upload, add files, and in the properties we'll say one zone IA. We'll specify the encryption key and we'll use the default encryption bucket setting. Let's upload it, and now we are able to upload it successfully. So if I go to the PDF properties, the object properties, I can see that the server-side encryption has been implemented using the SSE KMS. Uh, if we go back to the bucket and try to download the file which was previously uploaded with the key, I should be able to download it. So yes, so I can download the file. That means when the key is disabled, we cannot use it for uploading for encrypting a file by uploading it, and also we're not able to download the file because it is not able to decrypt the data with the disabled key. What happens if we delete the key? So we'll go back to the key and we'll say schedule for deletion. As you know, if we delete the key, it will not be recoverable, and whatever data we have created, whatever data we have encrypted with that key will be lost because we will not be able to decrypt the data. Hence, AWS is kind of providing us a guide, a safety rail, where it does not allow you to delete the key at the same moment. It provides some waiting period between 7 to 30 days. So if you see any issues in between that period, you will be able to recover the key. So let's say we want to delete it after 7 days, and we'll click on the schedule deletion. Okay, so I have to click the confirmation warning message and click schedule deletion. Now the status of the key has been changed and it is in pending deletion. During this period, you will not be able to encrypt any data with this key. Also, you will not be able to decrypt any data with this key. So if we go back to our bucket and if we try downloading the object we previously uploaded, so it will give us an error that the key is pending deletion and we won't be able to decrypt any data. Similarly, if we try uploading an object with the key in delete scheduled status or delete pending status, we should get the similar error which we got earlier. So let's try that as well. We'll upload this, the one we downloaded earlier, and we'll select the properties, one zone I, specify the encryption key and use the default encryption bucket setting, and now it is providing us the error. So let's say by mistake you have disabled or you have deleted the key. This feature of scheduled deletion or the pending deletion allows you to rectify your action before it is too late to recover the data. So if I can go back to my key and I can click cancel key deletion. So if I do the cancel key deletion, it goes back into the disabled status, and then I can enable this key and will be able to use this key for encryption and decryption of the data. So let's say I go back and I enable it, it is again enabled and it is available for me to use, but it is only available for 7 days. So by mistake, let's say I deleted the key and the period is 7 days. In those 7 days, if I'm not using, or none of my users are using the objects which were encrypted by that key, I won't be able to see that anything is wrong. And if that 7 day period is gone, the key will be deleted and the object will not be recovered. So let's try that as well. Let me click schedule for deletion and let me put the number of days 7, confirm, and schedule deletion. So we'll come back after 7 days and we'll see what happens when the key is not there, or what happens to this key, whether it is in the archive phase or it is gone. So let's see that after 7 days. So today is 14th of September. So let's come back after 7 days and see what is the effect of the key deletion. Hello everyone. So we are back today after 7 days of key creation and deletion. And if we go in the details, I'm on the console page of KMS and the key we created. So if we go into the details and general configuration, we can see the creation date for this key was 14th of September, and the scheduled deletion, because we deleted the key on the same day, the minimum time was 7 days. So the scheduled deletion date is 21st of September, that is today, at around 8 a.m. The similar details we can also get from the CLI, and for that we will need the key ID to be passed on. So let's check there as well. So I'm in my on my terminal, and let me fire the query. So it is AWS KMS, then describe key, then we have to provide the key ID and any profile if we are using. So this command will also provide some details about the key we created and deleted. The time provided in this case will be in the epoch time, so we have to convert that to the normal time which we are used to work with. So as you can see, it has some details about key ID, ARN, description, and so on. Along with that, we have the creation date and the deletion date in the epoch time. So let's copy it. There are many tools available online to convert this time into normal time. The one I'm using, I'll also provide this in my notes. So if I paste it and click the convert, I get the time relative to my time zone, that is 21st of September, around 8 a.m. And it also provide me the relative time from starting right now. So around in next 20 minutes, that key will be deleted. So that's about the key creation deletion. So let's wait for another 20 to 30 minutes and we'll come back and see whether key is deleted and whether it can be used later or not. Thank you. Hello everyone. So I'm back and it is 7:58 a.m. The scheduled deletion time for our key was 7:57 a.m. So let's see. Let's go to the KMS console and see whether we have our key available there or not. Okay, so I just clicked on the customer manage key and it says that the key with the key ID which we had does not exist. So the key has been automatically deleted once that time has passed and we don't have that key available anymore. So if we go to the bucket which we used, which we created with our key, it still has the data, it still has the objects which we uploaded, but we won't be able to download those objects, right? So let's try one object. So as you can see, it is giving me an error and it says that access denied. If you remember, you can just go back to the video and see the previous message was key under deletion, and now the access is denied. Since the key has permanently been deleted, we are not able to decrypt the decrypt the object, and hence the access is denied. So this is the reason key deletion is very critical task. It's very we have to do it very carefully. So it's always advisable to disable the key for a considerable time, let's say 2 or 3 months, when based on the access pattern of your data, your objects. And if in that period no one is using that object, or no one is using that key, then you can go for the deletion. Even in case of deletion, provide a time which is a considerable duration in which you can revert the decision, because once the key is deleted, the object which were encrypted with that key will no longer be recoverable. So it's very critical, very dangerous option, so please use it carefully. I hope you learned something new in this section, and if you like the video, please click like. Thank you for watching.